Communities of practice. Introduction. Communities of practice benefits from organization development support to help sustain their culture well-being organization which encourage communities of practice have responsibility to support the maintenance and ongoing development of groups identify as strategically important. Support may be in free from of guidance on how to develop and sustain positive, constructive communities of practice, or may more directly support particular groups with additional and resourceful expertise. There are some simple approach to ensure healthy, respectful and viable communities of practice. Clearly define the purpose of or domain of the communities of practice so that the members have a good understanding of the focus, likely scope of activities and expectation of each contributor facilitate the identification of potential members to encourage to connection of those with common interest, talent or expertise to contribute to the group. Support key members with recognition in terms of workland, administrative or technological support. Leadership development opportunities are some initial seed funding to develop the group. Support the group's identification and development of its individual and group capabilities and identity. This support might consist of a designated meeting area, ongoing team development activities, or simply a change to remove the group from the normal work routine. The stronger the organizational support, the greater the willingness of the group members to commit to such networks, provide opportunities to interact across communities of practice. This wider interaction can greatly help the various groups identify common interest, potential members, and likely areas of collaboration. Consider appointing a broker to act as the facilitator and groups support against. Brokers help with the complex process of translating, amounting, according, and sustainable in creating the different perspective of the members. This is help when the practice and participant find in hand the uncertainable to extra effort to maintain the communities of practice connection and focus. It also reduce conflicts of interest. Knowledge management culture affects the way knowledge management operates in the particular organization. Better ways of the understanding culture in enhancing the building and sustaining of knowledge culture. Greater recognition of the interactive nature of values of structural support in particularly helpful in enhancing culture. Knowledge is the key source of competitive advantage in the business world. Yet there is very little understanding as to both create and leverage it in practice. Traditional knowledge management approaches attempt to capture existing knowledge with informal system such as database. It requires the participate of people who engage themselves completely in the process, creating, refining, communicating, and using knowledge. People is the organization's most important resource. However, organization fail to understand this fact in terms of the communities for the uh, problem of which individual develop and share the capacity to create and use of knowledge. Even when people work for large organization, they learn through their participation in more specific communities made up of people with whom they interact on a regular basis. These communities of practice are mostly informal and distinct from organizational units. However, they are the company's most valuable and dynamic knowledge resource and from the basis of an organization ability to know and learn. Community of practice definition and meaning. Communities of practice are group of people in organizations who from to share what they know, to learn from one and another regarding some aspects of their work, and to provide a social context for that work. Communities of practice are group of people with common interest who meet to share their insights in order to develop better solutions to problems or challenges. The term community of practice is not new term. There are such groups having people in organization who realize the benefits of sharing their knowledge, insights, and experience with others who have similar interests or goals. A community of practice has three dimensions. Concepts. It joined enterprises as understood and community recognized by its members. Functions. Mutual engagement that bind members together into a social entity. Capabilities. The shared reporters of communal resource retains sensitivity, artifact, vocabulary, style, etc. that members have developed over time. Community of practice have many stages of development for different level of interaction among the members and different kinds of activities. Communities of practice develop and around things that may matter to people. As a result, their practice reflect the members' own understanding of what is important. Outside constructions or directives influence this understanding levels. Even when a community's action conform to an external mandate, the community produce the practice and not the mandate. These communities of practice are fundamentally self-organizing system. They functions through discussion list, website forms, or other forms of virtual networking. Existence of communities of practice in organization. Communities of practice exist in any organization as membership depends on particular participation rather than on official status. Formal organizations such as and do not bind these communities, they exist in different forms. Existence within business units. Communities of practice arise as people addresses recurring set of problems together. So claims process within an office form communities of practice to deal with the constant flow of information they need to process. But participating in such a communal memory, they can do the job without having to remember everything themselves. Existence across business units. Crucial knowledge distributes itself in different business units. People who work in cross functional teams, this form communities of practice to keep in touch with their peers in various parts of the company and maintain their expertise. When communities of practice cut across business units, they are capable of developing strategies, perspectives that community of practice may purpose a plan for equipment purchase that no one business unit could have come up with on its own. Existence across company boundaries. In some cases, community or practice become useful by crossing organizational boundaries. For instance, in fast moving industries, engineers who work for suppliers and buyers may from form a community of practice to keep up with constant technological changes. Communities of practice are not a new kind of organizational units. Rather, they are a special type of group in the organization. They are different in the senses that communities of practice emphasis learning the benefit of doing things together. Communities of practice differ from other kind of group fund in organization in the way they define their enterprise, exist over time, and set their boundaries. A community of practice is different from a business or instrumental units in that it defines the doing. As members develop their own understanding into practice, this living process result in a much definition than a mere institutional charter. Consequently, the boundaries of a community of practice are more flexible compared to the organizational units. The membership involved whoever participate in and contribute to the practice. People can participate in different way and to different degrees. This create many opportunities for learning as outsiders and newcomers learn the practice in concentrate terms, and core members gain new insights from conduct with less engaged participant. A community of practice is different from a learn in that the shared learning and the interest of its members are what keeps it together. Knowledge only drives community of practice largely, then by task value only determine the life cycle of communities of practice to its members and not by the scheduled set forth by the institution. It does not appear the minute a project starts and does not disappear with the end of a task. It takes a while to come into being and lives long after a project is completed or an official team has disbanded. A community of practice is different from a network in the sense that it is about something. It is not just a set of relationship. It has an identity as a community and thus shapes the identity of its members. A community of practice exists because it precedes a shared practice as members engage in a collective process of learning. People belong to communities of practice at the same time as they belong to other organizational structures. In their business units, they shape the organization. In their teams, they take care of projects. In their network, they form relationship, and in the communities of practice, they develop the knowledge that lets them communities do this other task. This informal fabric of communities and shared practice make the official organization effective and indeed possible. Importance of communities of practice to organization. Communities of practice are important to the functioning of any organization, but they become crucial to those that are recognize knowledge as a key asset. From this perspective, an effective organization comprises to consultation of interconnected communities of practice dealing with the specific aspects of the company's competency from the of a long standing companies claim to manufacturing safety to technical invention. Communities of practice share, create, share, organize, revise, and pass on knowledge within yes among the communities. In a deep sense, it is by these communities that knowledge is owned in practice. Communities of practice fulfill a number of functions with respect to the creation, accumulation, and distribution of knowledge in an organization. They are not for the exchange and interpretation of information because members have a shared understanding. They know what is relevant to communicate and how to present information in useful ways. This a communities of practice that spread throughout an organization is an idea channel for moving information such as best practice, tips, or feedback of organization boundaries. The retain knowledge as actionable information, unlike a database or a manual. Communities of practice pressure the tacit aspect of knowledge that formal system cannot capture. For this reason, they are idea for initiating newcomers into practice. The steward competencies to keep the organization at the cutting edge. Members of these groups discuss novel ideas, work together on problems, and keep up with the development inside and outside of firm. When a committees to being on the front of the field, members distribute responsibilities for keep up with or pushing new developments. This collaborative inquiry makes membership valuable because people invest their professional identity in being part of by dynamic forward looking communities. They provide homes from identities. They are not as temporary as team. They are organized around what matter to their members' identity in an important because in a sea of information if elf in identity is an important sorting out items calling for attention. Item to participate in and issue not to participate and keep away. Sense of identity in a crucial aspect of learning in organization. For example, annual competitors sales drops at the semiconductor company that design both annual and digital cursive. The computers drop because a ritual by within the analog communities asserted its identity. Once a year, the hero would climb the highest building on a company campus and drop a computer to the great satisfaction of his few in the analog game. The corporate world is full of these displays of identity, which themselves in the jargon people use. The cloth they wear and the remark they make. If companies want to benefit from people creativity, they must support communities as a way to help them develop their identities. Communities of practice, such as organization learning potential in two ways through the knowledge they develop at their core and through interaction at their boundaries. Like any assets, these communities become liabilities. If their own expertise becomes insular, it is therefore important to pay as much attention to the boundaries of communities of practice as to their core, and to make sure that there is enough activities at these boundaries to new learning. For while the core is the center of expertise, radically new insight often arise at the boundaries between communities. Communities of practice truly become organization assets when their core and boundaries are activities in complementary ways to develop the capacity to create a retained knowledge. Organization must understand the process by which these learning communities evolve and interact. This it becomes imperative to build organizational and technological infrastructures that do not dismiss or impede this process, but rather recognize, support, and leverage them. Developing and nurturing communities of practice. Developing communities practice just because communities of practice arise naturally, it does not mean that organization cannot do anything to influence their development. Most communities of practice exceeds whether or not the organization recognize them. Many communities of practice provide best result. Some might not be of any use and ends actually with under the institution spotlight, while some many may actually need to be uh, come together through seeding and nurturing. Their development ultimately depends on internal leadership. Certainly, in order to recognize to community as a place for sharing and creating knowledge, recognizing experts need to be involved in some way, involved in some even if they do not do much of the work. However, internal leadership is more diverse and distributed. The different maintenance of the internal leadership are the inspirational leadership provided by through leadership and recognized expert. The day-to-day leadership provided by those who organized activities. The classification leadership provided by this who called and organized information in order to document practice. The interpersonal leadership provided by those who views the community social fabric. The boundary leadership provided by those who connect the community to other communities. The institutional leadership provided by those who maintain link with other organizational constructions, in particular the official boundaries. The cutting edge leadership provided by those who spread out of the box initiatives, nurturing communities of practice. These roles may be formal or informal and may be reconstructed in a core group or widely distributed. However, in all cases, leadership must have interactive lignitives in the communities. Therefore, to be effective managers and others must work with communities of practice from the inside rather than merely attempt to design them or manipulate them from the outside. There are many ways of nurturing communities of practice in organization. Legitimate participation. Organizations support communities of practice by organizing work, by giving member of the time to participate in activities, by creating an environment in which the value communities bring. Communities of practice have a positive effect by giving people an opportunities to talk about how their participation in this group contributes to the organization as a whole. Negotiate their strategic context. Richard M.C. Dernot refers to a doubt night organization as where people work in team for projects but belong to longer lived communities of practice for maintaining their expertise. The value of team based project that deliver tangible product is easily recognized, but it is also easy to overlook the potential cost of their short term focus. The learning that communities of practice share is just a critical, but it is longer term value is more suitable to appropriate. Organization must therefore develop a clear sense of knowledge linked to business strategies and use this understanding to help communities of practice articulate their strategic value. This involved a process of negotiation that goes both ways. It includes understanding what knowledge is and from that what practice to adopt for a given strategy. Conversely, it also includes paying attention to what an emerged communities of practice indicate with regard to potential strategic direction. direction direction